of our major opposition political parties. I'd like to use this occasion on behalf of the Standard Bearer, the chairman members of the Unity Party National Executive Committee, and distinguished partisans of the UP to welcome each and every one of you at the headquarters of the Unity Party to the press conference of our major opposition political parties. We want to say thank you for coming. Distinguished party leaders, you're welcome to the headquarters of the Unity Party. This press conference, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, focuses on trending national issues. And of course, there are two hot button topics in the country. So the Unity Party, along with other 7 to 8 political parties, are going to be speaking with one voice on those issues today and going forward. So this is a demonstration that we are more than prepared already as opposition bloc to work together on issues of mutual interest, on issues of common interest, issues that border on the interests of the citizens of this country, and going forward into the much heralded October 10th. So we want to say thank you for coming and welcome distinguished members of the media. Thank you.
Thank you very much, all-powerful SG. And as you've listened, it's what we've been talking about, opposition unity. If you see all these very strong political parties coming together, this in and of itself is a major statement in terms of opposition unity. With that, I'd like to call on Mrs. Cornelia Toba to recognize party representatives, and Mrs. Toba is our vice chair for NEC and Inter-Party Affairs, and also an aspirant of District Number 13, Monrovia County, Cornelia Toba.
Thank you, Tula. Good afternoon to everybody, members of the Fourth Estate, partisans of opposition political parties here present. It is my distinguished honor to recognize members of various political parties that are here today for this all-important press conference addressing national issues or issues of national concern. This press conference is a result of inter-party consultations that we have had over the last couple of months as political parties, especially around the elections as we prepare for the 2023 presidential and legislative elections. Working together as opposition political parties in the interest of the Liberian people, we on a monthly basis discuss issues that arise on a time-to-time basis, especially around elections. While we all have our different political policies and ideologies, there is one thing that we as opposition political parties agree on, and that is that we require or we demand of free, fair, transparent, and participatory elections in 2023. It is in that light that I would like to recognize national chairperson and other executive members of political parties here present. When your name is called, kindly raise your hand or stand for recognition. Mr. O'Neill D. Passaway, National Chairman of the Movement for Progressive Change, MPC. We also have Mr. J. Yankwe Zaza, Chairman of the Liberian People's Party. Next to him, we have Mr. Senator John Appiah of the Liberty Party, the co-chair on political affairs. We have the vice chair for mobilization and recruitment of the MTR present as well, representing the MTR. Representing the Rainbow Alliance is the national chairman, Mr. Emmanuel A. And then representing the Unity Party, we have our national chairperson, Reverend J. Luther Tappen. On this platform, we have other executive members to begin. We have Dr. Rennie B. Jackson, National Vice Chair for Operations of the Rainbow Alliance. We have Mr. Jacob Smith, SG of the National Advisory Council of the Liberty Party. We have Mr. Kevin D.J. Matali, Vice Chair for Press and Publicity of the MPRO. Honorable Ben A. Fofana, National Vice Chair for Governmental Affairs and International Relations of the Unity Party. Mr. Ali M. Bowie, National Vice Chair, Movement for Progressive Change. Mr. Sam Passaway, Monserrato County Chair, Movement for Progressive Change. Mr. Daniel O. Sano, National Vice Chair, Press and Publicity, Liberty Party. We have Mr. Warwick Bryant, National Vice Chair for Mobilization, Membership and Recruitment, Unity Party. We have our own Fireburn, National Secretary General of the Unity Party, Mr. Amos Twe. Heard earlier, I now see the National Deputy Secretary General for Training and Research of the Unity Party, Mr. James Yolet. You are recognized. Earlier, you heard Kula Fofana, who is the chair of the National Committee, the National Standing Committee on Press and Publicity of the Unity Party. I would like to use this time too to recognize one of the vice chairs of the Youth Congress, the National Youth Congress of the Unity Party, and all other officials of the Unity Party, National Youth Congress present. I would like to recognize the National Women's Congress as well, as they are also represented here by the leadership. With that being said, we now move straight into business as we all eagerly await to hear what is in this press statement and what is this common interest that we share as political leaders and political parties. On behalf of the Inter-Party Department of the Unity Party, I would like to say thank you to everyone for being here to the press.
Thank you very much. And as you said, we will be going strictly to business. However, I'd like to inform you that after the chairman finishes speaking, we will have political party representatives make brief statements, and we will have the media ask a few questions. With that, I have the singular honor to call to this podium the chairman of the Unity Party, Reverend J. Luther Tapet. Put your hands together. Amanda! Amanda! Oh, Chairman Tapet say! Oh, opposition Unity say! Speak, Chairman, speak! Aluta.
Thank you very much. Let me also use this time to welcome to our national headquarters all of our friendly colleagues from all the political institutions. Thank you for being here. This is a press statement of major opposition political parties detailing the deteriorating security environment in Liberia and the questionable preliminary census report. The executive committees and national leaders of major political parties, members of the full estate, partisans and supporters, citizens and residents in Radio Land. Members of the full estate, we expressed appreciation for responding to our invitation and remain ever grateful for the meaningful role you play in being an effective medium for dissemination of information to our people. We certainly recognize you as a great and loyal partner in our determination to rescue Liberia. It is against this background that we have called you here today to convey to the people of Liberia and the world alike our position regarding the worsening security situation in Liberia and recently released preliminary result of the national census, the security situation. Fellow citizens, after 5 years of being in leadership, the Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC, has proven beyond all reasonable doubt that it is incapable of providing security for the people of Liberia and foreign residents in their governing process. The nation is thus cited with violence and evidence of inconclusive murder cases, including 4 auditors whose death occurred within space of a month, precisely in the month of October 2020, the murder of Princess Cooper, the Odell Sherman unexplained murder, the case of 3 young men who disappeared in the thin air while on contract with St. Moses Funeral Home, the shooting and killing of EPS officer while on a presidential tour in Lima County, the case of the missing neck magistrate in Grand Jita County, and now the triple attack on the former Chief Justice Councilor Gloria Musa Scott, the last of which led to the demise of her daughter, reports of ritualistic killing, and more disappearance of compatriots spread in the pages of our local dailies and even more. While we wish to remain cautious in labeling these cases as state-sponsored offenses, we, however, wish to highlight the fact that it is the fundamental and constitutional responsibility of government to ensure that whenever crimes are committed, it has the primary responsibility to unravel the facts and circumstances surrounding each of such situations. But here lies the undoing of the CDC-led government. Instead of seeking to provide solution to crime, this regime has always found a way to undercut any attempt to institute real investigation with the aim of arresting and prosecuting the culprits as a way of bringing some relief to the victims' families. For example, in one of the cases involving the 4 auditors, the President of the Republic sought to undercut the outcome of the investigation by insinuating that the 2 auditors found dead on Broad Street were involved in love affairs in a car. Today, we are grappling with the case of the attack on the home of the former Chief Justice, Councilor Gloria Musa Scott. The man-raging fact is that this happened after she alarmed about 2 previous attempted assassination attacks on the line. Again, as it was the case of the death of the 2 auditors on Broad Street, the regime is today proceeding in ways and manners that appear to suggest that it intends on dumping the murder case on the head of the former Chief Justice. This is crystallized by synchronized messages from the operative of the CDC-led government, both in the street corners, on social media, claiming that the Chief Justice has sacrificed the girl and is only looking for the scapegoat in the government. On top of this, the police is showing no clear sign that it is interested in seeking information that will lead to the arrest of the perpetrators. In its preliminary report of the case, the police proceeded to misinform the public by saying it has obtained information from Councilor Scott that the murderer was one of the individuals she hired to do some construction work in her yard. But the former Chief Justice has since thrashed the misinformation. As the ill-fated investigation proceeds, the police is dragging the bereaved family to its national headquarters, keeping them there for hours under the pretext of extracting information relevant to the case. While we do not wish to direct the police in the conduct of its investigation, we believe that it will also prevent itself as proceeding right if it looks into the direction of other pieces of information that have been emerging from different sources. During the Thursday, February 23, 2023 edition of Spoon Talk, Councillor Jerome Verdier, former chairman of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, TRC of Liberia, asserted that an attack on the home of Councillor Scott and the murder of her granddaughter were orchestrated by the Secretary General of the Coalition for Democratic Change, CDC, Mr. Jefferson, who happens to be the mayor of the city of Monrovia Corporation. It is important that the police take due note of the naming of Mayor Jefferson Koji, considering his alleged link to previous violent activities. We recall the case of Justina Taylor when ransacked gang said to be operating under his command drugged and brutalized the lady. We also know of incessant reports involving the mayor, including sending thugs to attack university students on the main campus and defend their facilities. Of particular concern is his extra-constitutional act of arming the Monrovia City Police. During a recent hearing at the Liberian Senate, Justice Minister Mossadegh validated public outcry against the arming of the MCC police when he emphatically stated that the city police is not to carry firearms by law. Why? Under the watch of this mayor, who carries a check on records of instigating violence against political opponents. The city police is brandishing arms. These are the questions that are begging for answers. Fellow Liberians, the murdering of the young lady in the home of the former Chief Justice and other lawless acts stated herein, the corresponding responses from the government regarding bringing the perpetrators to justice appear to be aligned to previous acts of coordinated attack on persons of two of our female politicians. We can therefore recall during the District 12 by-election, the political leader of the Liberty Party, Senator Nyambli Kanga Lawrence, was chased by individuals wearing red berets, bearing the logo of CDC and carrying deadly weapons. While she was campaigning for the candidate of her choice, Senator Lawrence was at that time rescued by community leaders. Again, during the District 15 by-election, Ms. Telia Yuri, a candidate, was there up in the building and threatened with acid attack by, again, the same operative of the CDC government. On reason, and especially following the attack on the home of Councillor Scott, there have been alerts of security threats on the life of senior political actors in our country, including Senator Prince Yomi Johnson of the MDR, and again Senator Nyambli Lawrence, Kanga Lawrence, political leader of the Liberty Party. These previous acts of violence and the recent ones leave much to be desired of where the CDC government is leading our country. More so, that the nation is bracing itself for crucial general elections. Coincidentally, as the world marks International Women's Day, we wish to state resoundingly to the world that the women in Liberia are under furious attack by the CDC